writing this code to solve a problem that I face personally. So at the personal level, I have many files of which file names is necessary, right? And you have to follow some conventions. Conventions, for those who don't know, in writing file names is generally you have underscore or a or a hyphen in between the names. For example, if the file name is XYZ resume, so you need to add a hyphen or underscore in between them. Generally, that is the convention. So I used to write so many file names manually. To do that, it's very cumbersome. So what we need to do is what I solve it by writing a code in Python, where I just take the input text that I provide, that the user will provide, and then ask the choice from the user that select Y for underscore or N for or Y for hyphen and N for underscore, and then the file name is grafted and everything in between. For example, if there are special characters such as at the rate, comma, sometimes files contain that, and we don't have them in the file name. It's not orderly and it's not conventional. So it just removes them, filter out the word, and then it does the code does a thing and gives the output. That that is the actual file name that we want. And we can do it. We can actually right now is just taking a single word or a single text per se and then working on it. We can apply loops. So you can do a lot of things after this. So I'm just writing a basic code. So let me just create a Python file right now. Let me just give it a name, Filename App, and you can run it on CLI. Right, I'll show you how to run it on CLI. Right, you can run it in Windows. If you have Windows, you can run it on CMD as well. So let's just take our input. Let's just take and call it. Let me just configure Python interpreter. Okay, by the time, let's not waste our time. So let me just take it and say original text equals to input. Again, for understanding interpreter, you need to know basic Python. So it's very basic. So and text. Oh, sorry, this yeah, misspelling was here. So original text is input into the text. Now we just create a function. Let's say file name, and we will provide a text in it, right? So eventually, what we'll do at last, we'll print. We'll use a formatted string, and we'll say the output is. And we'll give original text. No, we'll give a text, and yeah, so it's original text, and then the file name, right? So this, you need to do this file name, original text, and this, right? We will call this. So just saying something. What is it? Indent expected. Oh, it is considering that it is under the function. No worries. So there are three steps to it: taking the original text, applying on letters, and checking if there is anything except space, digits, or special characters like I told you, like comma or colon or semicolon, etc. And so that's the first phase. The second level, the first level is that. Second level is taking all those letters and then combining a word. Because at last, what you need to do is join those particular words and get a final output. So let's just so three phases. First work on letters, then work on a word, a single word, then work on group of words. Let's say. So of course you need to provide a loop, but you need to store it somewhere. So we'll say clean string and a clean string of a loop. Loop will be in the text that we need to check if ch is alphabet or ch is digit or ch is a space, right? So we are checking three things. Is it alphabet? Is it a digit? Or is it a space? So you can use the equals to or equals to also, but Python provides a lot of things, so why not use them? So then we need to append it, right? So I'm using PyCharm, that's why it's automating a lot of things. So it understands my coding practice. So it's studying them in autofill. This is called. So it just appended it. So what it did is it took a text, for example, XYZ space resume colon, and it checked it on each letter. So what I said, XYZ space resume colon. So it checked on X, then Y, then Z, right? After that, for example, I've got now, but see, we got letters, and I said, what is the second level? The second level is we need to act on those letters to create a single word. So let's just create a single word in text, etc. So what we did is we joined because see, it has what? It has x, comma y, comma z, comma space. Space is also considered a letter. Space is also considered a memory location. It is stored there. It has its own memory. So if we join, and we joined using nothing. So we joined this. So x, y, z, space. Then there will be r, e, s, u, m, e. Then there will be 9. Right? But what we need to do is, because it follows a convention also that lower alphabets are used, but we need to split as well. Now I'll explain you why split. So what we got is, let me use comments. What we got is a list. In that list there was X, there was Y, there was X, there was Y, there was Z, there was space, then there was R, E, S, U, M, E, and then there was 9. Well, let's say not 9, let's say there was, let's say this was that. So there was colon also, but it got removed here, it got filtered out. So now we have this. How will you work on this? You need a word. So we joined it. So after joining it, what will be the result? We'll have a single string, but there will be no comma because it will be a join gives out a single string, right? There will be a string. It will be like this. Now what we got this. So again lowered. So if there was a capital X, so it got lowered. So we split it. Now why split? Because when you use join, you use it on a group of words or a group of letters. So there has to be multiplicity of those entities. So in this list, there is now a single word. So we can't apply join on it. So we need to split it on space. So we split it on space. So how does split works? We check the documentation. It returns a list of the substrings in the string using separator as separate and separator string. Where you add separator in list literal string. So we don't need it because we have spaces. So it took a string, and in that string it will use this. Commonly it is space. So by default it is space, but you can apply anything in string. So you can, if O is there, if anything. But by default it is considered space. So it will split XYZ into two resume, XYZ space resume into two substrings, which is XYZ, comma, resume. Right? Then what we need to do? So we got now two words in clean string. Then we need to ask the choice. So the choice will be, let's say, input, and we'll say select Y for, let's say, hyphen, we'll explain hyphen, sorry, or, and let's say N for underscore, yes, underscore this, right? We have got choice. Now we are the same. If this choice is Y, then do what? Have a result, and the result do what? You join again, but by using what? By hyphen. So dot join this clean text, not clean string. We split it, right? So it resulted into single word, but this made it split into substrings. If not this, then we say elif, we'll say, let me just copy it, we'll say underscore, sorry, I didn't use it, elif choice equals to what, and right, and then we say else, let's say, no, let's say space, because space is also accepted. Then because it's a function, so what we need to do, we need to return result. And last, I think I printed out print somewhere. Let's just bring it upwards. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll, we'll debug it. The text, for example, I said I'll use the example XYZ. resume, let's say 01 colon. Let's put another colon. These are special characters. So then it will ask us why for hyphen, let's say then see XYZ resume. So it cleaned, it first filtered. So when it filtered, we had a clean string. Then we applied a joined and split. We got this and then simple join. So now what you can do, you can enhance it, right? You can enhance it, applying, for example, there are multiple files. You can do a lot of things in one Excel, or in one Excel there's a group of letter file names, or like, so this is CLI, right? This is CLI. So you go to your file name, right? You go to that location and then write Python space this file name. So file name underscore app.py, and then this exact prompt will come. Right. Thank you very much for listening, and hopefully we'll connect again soon. And I have more videos, so just see them. And most of them are for Python. So I believe that it will help you a lot. It will support you. Thank you.